Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. With the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Rebels will boot it away to start the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First down, here comes this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year. Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Back to pass, it's Browning. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback and his intended target. And as a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Can't get him to the ground. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs management. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Oh, my, he just shanked that one. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Hand off from the shotgun. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The expressway is wide open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Quick pass on the fly motion. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Coming out with it, it's Ware. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Give to the running back. Smashes through. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Tosses it back. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 16. Direct snap. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A low line drive and not his best work. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jet. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Ohio State!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They are up by 7 over Cal. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the counter play. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. The short hands, it's Wilcox. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Off the play fake on first down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The offense lining up for a first down play. He'll start this drive firing. Safe completion on the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, and let him make some catches and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
From the gun, give on the inside. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Got the first down. Looking for more. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Connection to the right. Smacks him with the stiff arm. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Leaves it with the back. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense.
He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, picked off. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defender some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he plucked it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Buying some time as he moves left. Makes the grab. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Got his man in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. A designed run for the quarterback.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
Calls his own number. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He's looking to throw it. The sure hands, it's Wilcox. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. On the move. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. And the Rebels have taken it inside the 20. This is a designed run. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's loose. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Wants to throw. It's Browning. Throws toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pass on the way, it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Leaves it with the running back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. He'll run it again. Nifty little dance step. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Lets it fly. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
Lining up to add another. They'll go to the... Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. And that one sails through the back of the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ohio State offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Still on his feet at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Right back to the well. At the 20, he's got space. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 6 over Cal. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They're getting this guy lathered up. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to the ground game on the left. Turns it on in midfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got the quick pass. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They'll go back to the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. Quick pass on the jet motion. Oh, look out! Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they take it in for 6 more points. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up.
Clear. Clear.
Looking for the end zone, and he won't find it. The sack, and the lead remains at 2. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Leaves it with the back. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ohio State 28, Ole Miss 26.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Across the 45. Afterburners coming. Past the 10. Touchdown Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. Might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground. You're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
He'll bring it out. It's Ware. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. He's going to pass. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Taking it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Ohio State. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it out. It's Ware. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. Let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Wilcox. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Pulls it and fires to the left.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little watermelons. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The corners are walked up tight. This quarterback part of their running game. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to throw. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on 1st down, but the defense was ready. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's John.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Quarterback will keep it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. It would take a miracle to get back in this game, but any miracle will have to start with this 4th down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He caught it, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels! Speed behind center cannot be stopped, and the defense really can't even contain it.
No, and especially when the offensive coordinator knows how to use it. You got a quarterback that can run like this, use him early and often.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2.
Let's go.
They want to run this quarterback into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they've got it down to single digits, a 9-point game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
This one away.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
First and 10.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you're playing a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their wind.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. On the move at the 30. Running toward the tape. At the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the second level, great vision, and then it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Here comes the 2-point try. They're going to run it. He gets into the end zone for the 2, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. They're lining up to boot it away.
Set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Ware. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Offense ready to go back to work. He wants to start this drive with a pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Browning. They've got the screen set up. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Running back searching for a hole. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
And the Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Feeling some heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Third and goal from way back there. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. A really tough spot to take a sack. It brings up 3rd and goal from the 17. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Pocket starts to collapse. Got it set up on the outside. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing he's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Utah is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Cal. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. The handoff, keep working on that clock. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. With jet sweep pass. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up 4th down.
The Buckeyes will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a double? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing.
He tries to take the top off. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down. Oh, what a move! What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. He wants to throw. He wants a big play here late. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Bringing it back. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game.